the setup of what this young lady has going on. And you see a whole bunch of things in the background, along with her smiling. So she's got her winning personality going on. She's got her Victoria's Secret with Catrance. I'm not really sure what that is, but you got the little Sailor Moon figurine in the background, and then you got a bunch of other things that are giving the whole setup. So what's going on is she is recreating a specific nail set that she ended up seeing from another content creator, and she's doing it in her own special way, which is going to help tailor it to her audience. But what I want you guys to imagine is imagine each and every single thing that you see inside just this shot right here as an opportunity to have a sale. And what I mean by sale is I don't just mean specifically like a sale as in, Black Friday or Boxing Day or anything like that. What I mean is each thing that you see there is an opportunity for somebody to say, okay, I'm looking for that specific thing to help me achieve a certain look. So what she basically has done is she's created a nail studio where she's able to create many of the different looks that she's come across, and then some of her own creative endeavors. So all these things in the background are basically ways that she's able to do that. Some of these things here are nail polish, and then these I'm not quite sure, but these all have to do with her studio. Even the little accented touches, the lights that she's got going on to the chair, the little stuffed animals, all these different things set the tone for what it is that she's trying to achieve. So whether that's her personal place of solace, where maybe it's inside one of her she sheds, maybe she bought a shed or even built a shed and then she designed it herself, or it's a corner inside her house or apartment. If it is it could be anywhere. It could be in a penthouse somewhere. It could be in a basement somewhere. It could be many different areas. But this is the setup that she's using in order to be able to have her specific place that she does her business. And let's say, for example, she uses this studio to do a little bit more than just creating her own nails. Maybe she also has a business where she provides the service of putting on the nails for customers that she's acquired. These are the things you wanna take into consideration. Is not only does she have the opportunity to create nails, which she may sell as separate sets that people can do, that they can put on themselves, but she may also provide a service where she's actually putting on the nails herself. So these are multiple opportunities to make sales. All these things can accumulate into the amount of income that is suitable for her to have a lifestyle that she wants to have. So when you see things like this, I hope you're inspired to take these ideas and not necessarily copy exactly, but just to get inspired so that you understand what's available to you out there, and then you can, as you get more ideas, you can kind of recreate your own ideas. But you don't wanna necessarily recreate the wheel. You want to basically go with what the wheel is already providing for you, and then as you become more of a master, then you can kind of deviate. But when you try to recreate the wheel early on, then it can kind of be kind of messy. It's like a recipe book. Some people will take a recipe book and then they'll look for a recipe and then they'll go exactly what the recipe shows. Some people will deviate from the recipe, and some people will just kind of use from the top of their head. But think about it. The most successful places of business that deal with food all go according to a specific recipe. So it has a specific amount of specific ingredients. Anytime that those specific ingredients are off, the customer who enjoyed it in that specific way will notice, and that can make or break the experience. And if you break the experience, then the customer is less likely to want to, one, be a repeat customer, and then two, they may also spread the bad news and saying that, oh, it tasted like X, Y, and Z thing that is not good for business, right? So what you want to do is you want to be able to recreate the best of experiences. So that's why, recording, like maybe doing things like vlogs, just recording your progress, and then making sure that you use the most effective of those experiences and use those for the customers that you have. So if you're going to be doing things like creating a service, you want to constantly recreate the exact same ambience, the same results as what it is that they expect. Whatever the commercial says, even if you don't have an actual commercial, whatever it is that the customer has for an expectation is what you want to get as close to as possible. So that way you're going to have a repeat customer, and then they also spread the news of how good of an experience it was. If you are just going to be doing things like, say, for instance, she she creates nails. If you want to create nails and then ship those nails out to your various customers who decide that they want to buy it, you want to always have the same nails, or as close to the nails as what you created that drew in the customer. If something's off, they may not like it. Another thing you can also do is you can also educate your customers on how it is that they can make improvements, or they can make adjustments on creations, so that if things don't exactly pan out to what it is that they wanted, they can still make adjustments. And educating the customer is always going to be a benefit to you, because you're providing value. As you provide value, it's also going to make the customer want to become a repeat customer, a repeat viewer, repeat a lot of things that are a good thing, right? So let's see what she has to say for the first little bit of the video, and then we'll add in some commentary.
Today I'm going to be recreating these gorgeous cherry blossom nails from Dreamy Little Nails. These nails are so cute. So when I first saw these nails, I was like, oh my goodness, they are just so detailed and so intricate. Like, oh my goodness. I was like, how did she do this? What in the world? This is just gorgeous. Like, do y'all see this detail? Just gorgeous.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop real quick, and we'll put on some commentary. So one of the things that I notice, and I hope that you guys are able to see the value in this as well, is the thing that caught her eye is that she was able to take a look at Dreamy Little Nails, and she saw a nail set that she personally found to be gorgeous, or to be appealing. So that's very important, because essentially what she's doing is she's modeling herself after her ideal customer in this situation, which means that people who are going to be similar to her in certain ways are more likely to like these very same nails. So she's recreating them, whether her intention is to draw in customers or it's just because she likes it. That's one thing that you wanna know as well, is you wanna create in your mind the ideal customer for the product or service that you're going to be marketing. And then as you do that, then you're going to be looking for people who are similar to show this type of content to. Now you don't when you're in this game, you don't necessarily want to be um, I guess overly aggressive. What you want to be able to do is you want to kind of give them the option of being able to see something. It's almost like if you were to go into your local McDonald's, if like the people at the cash don't say, "So do you want a Big Mac today?" They say, "How can we help you?" So it gives you the option. Then there's a menu so that you can choose your own thing. You kind of want to go similar to that, because it gives the customer the option, and it seems a lot less pushy, because people don't really like necessarily like having things like forced upon them. Like there's certain people who want kind of more of a direct interaction, but overall you're gonna find that a lot of people want kind of more of the option to explore things for themselves, to really get to know things, and then they can make a decision. So you're going to help them with that process by kind of, they might ask you a question like, okay, well, what do you recommend? Then you can lay out some things that maybe, for example, if you notice that a lot of customers are engaging, if you have an Instagram and you're showing a portfolio of different nail sets that you've done, and you notice that you're getting a lot of engagement, whether it's likes or whether it's comments on under a specific post, then you can use that to fuel what it is that you recommend for people, because a lot of people are engaging in that information. They may ask you what's your personal taste, and then you can either let them know that, or you can decide that what the customers are wanting is more or less what you're going to recommend. So you're gonna have to decide how it is that you wanna position things. But overall, that gives you a really good idea. And another way that she's creating value is, this nail set is a $1,000 nail set, but she's showing you how to recreate it for cheap. So right there, that's a big amount of value. One, because she's able to recreate something that is valued at $1,000, which means she as well can capitalize on that. She may even make the price a little bit less, but because of the valuation, she may be able to do certain things with that as well. But at the same token, it allows the customer to have kind of a variance of things, because if you see that the value is high, then it's typically a more sought after item when the price is higher. doesn't mean that just because the price is higher that that item is more sought after. But if you can substantiate it where customers are actually buying an item for $1,000, then it's substantiating the fact that it's worth $1,000, which means that if you're able to provide them with the same type of thing that's valued high, then you become valuable as well.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to recreate these when I first saw them. When did she post these? 3 weeks ago. Wow. It seemed like it was so much longer than that. But yeah, I wanted to recreate these, but I had no idea on what she did. Sometimes I can look at a picture and be like, oh, okay, they did this and this, but this time I had no clue. But thankfully, she uploaded a tutorial about it. So if y'all didn't see it, definitely check her out. Dreamy Little Nails. So yeah, this is how I'm going to be doing this just by following her nail tutorials. If y'all want to go ahead and check her out, definitely do. But these nails are so cute that I want to recreate them. So here we go. Alright, so I had to grab some things from Amazon. I have some wire, jewelry wire, because that's what she used. This is probably what I should have used for the other flower nails that I did, but you know, you live and you learn. She also said I needed something to do like the shape of the petals, so I'm going to use my one size eyeliner. And then she had a Q-tip, but her Q-tip looked a little thicker than mine, but I'm going to use this. We'll see if it works. And then I need kind of something in between.
Okay, so we're gonna skip over to the finished product. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video, then we'll leave a link as to where you can see the rest of it. But let's see what she has for the finished product. Got some product placement right here with the ads. So again, that's another form of income
What's all this?
that's there.
We said a piece of art. What about a gallery wall? A gallery wall? Oh. For these prices, make it a gallery room. Oh. Deal so good, everyone approves. Home sense. And then we can like move it if we want to. Just gonna leave it like that. But that's how that looks. All right, so the last thing I'm doing is putting on some top coat, like all over. It is all right as long as it's not thick. What I should have done was top coat the nails before I put all of the petals on, cause the pink base is still has a tacky layer. So I'm really trying to get that really.
Okay, so this video specifically has 300,000 views in it, and it's only within a span of 3 months. So that's just to show you the value that is present there. I mean, she does have 1.6 million subscribers, so that actually helps. So the more subscribers you have, is actually the better in some cases, because it allows the people who watch to be notified of when you release content. So that's one of the benefits of having subscribers. But you can actually do this very same thing with very little to actually no subscribers whatsoever. It just depends on the value and the outreach that you have. So this is what she's doing. This is long hair, pretty nails. Looks like she's verified, so you can see all of the different stuff there. And then a way that you can also gather some engage some engagement is, when you go into some of these videos, and it doesn't have to specifically be this, but you can just kind of scroll down and see all the engagement that's happening here in the comment section. And oftentimes, if you read through the comments, you can see something that you resonate with, or something that you may have expertise in, and you can also have dialogue with the same people, and that'll make it easier for people to know about your product, because if they like the comment that you've put, or they see the comment that you put, it can prompt them to want to take a look at your channel. And if you have things that resonate with them, where it's certain products that they might want to get involved with, or services, or just content in general, then they can take a look at your channel. And then if they like what they see, then they can provide the types of engagement that go with looking at your content, right? So pretty simple stuff. But again, this is just another way that you can do many things. So you can do things like trying on clothes. You can do things like showing how to do certain routines, and then you can actually have products or services that you're providing within your content. And all these things are valuable, and people like seeing these type of things, and it helps open their eyes to certain things. For some people, they might see what's going on here with the nail situation, and it looks awesome, but they themselves either don't have the time or they don't have the skills, or they uh, they don't feel like actually making the nails. But the fact that you're able to make the nails is a good marketing tool, because for them they're like, okay, well, I see that they made a quality product, and the fact that I'm able to see how it's done, I don't want to put that much work into it, but I would love for her to send me, a pack of these nails, or whatever the products may be, things like that. So it's almost like it's like an over encompassing way of doing businesses. By creating content, you're garnering some enthusiasm. You're basically creating a buzz for yourself. You're showing a portfolio of some of the things that you offer, as well as giving people an opportunity to give criticism, and or just showing praise for what it is that they're seeing. So they'll let you know if they like it. They'll let you know if they don't like it, depending, and that's another thing, is if you want to minimize the amount of negative comments, you want to do as much of what your audience is telling you that they like, and a lot less of what they're telling you that they don't like. So when you do get an audience, you kind of want to hear them out, and whatever it is that they're telling you that they want to see more of, you want to do a lot more of that. But at the same token, you want to be more targeted towards certain things. So if you have an idea of what you want your specific customer to look like, you want to kind of tailor your content to people who are going to be in a certain sphere. So let's say, for example, you're doing content on making nails, just like here. You don't necessarily want to be using your channel to engage with people who, they're doing home improvement. You know what I mean? You can do it because maybe after home improvement they need to go get their nails redone, but you want to kind of make things make more sense where it relates to what it is that you're doing when you're contacting them specifically with your business channel. And yeah, that'll help minimize the amount of negative feedback that you can get on your channel as well. So negative feedback isn't necessarily a bad thing. If it's constructive criticism, it's always a good thing, because that'll help you grow your channel, help show you where it is you need to go. But you want to kind of avoid negative criticism in terms of getting too much of it, because it's just gonna make it can make it a lot more difficult for people to want to engage in actually buying from you, whether it's a product or service. So she did a really good job here. I commend her. That's really awesome, and congratulations on your 1.6 million subscribers. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any comments or concerns, you can leave them down in the comment section as well. And hopefully you guys got some golden nuggets from this. So we'll see you guys in the next video.